Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Tricky Jim. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's a brand new Emblem event on the Pokemon trading card game Pocket to celebrate the release of Mythical Island. It's similar to the first Emblem event where you have to get 45 wins in order to get the highest ranking Emblem. I have already completed the event, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how I was able to do it quickly with a record of 45 and 19. That's just over a 70% win percentage, and I'm pretty excited about that. Let's take a look at the deck. That's right, it's Gyarados, baby. And I know I just made a video about Gyarados EX yesterday, but today we're going to talk about why this is definitely a top 3 deck in the Pokemon trading card game Pocket. I've got the results to back it up now, and I am positive that you are going to see a ton of Gyarados in the online tournament scene in the weeks ahead. I went positive against Mewtwo EX decks, Celebi decks, and I even went toe-to-toe with all the Lightning decks that I played against. Now, there seems to be 2 major ways to play Gyarados EX that are emerging in popularity. There's this Gyarados EX deck with Vaporeon, and there's also a Gyarados EX Greninja Druddigon deck that is also gaining some traction. I definitely recommend giving both variants a try and seeing which one you like the best. If you want to keep up with online tournament results and see which versions of Gyarados are doing best in the online tournament scene, then make sure to check out play.limitlesstcg.com. There are lots of tournaments hosted here for the Pokemon trading card game Pocket every day, and you can easily look up results as well as top placing deck lists from the biggest events. Anyways, let's talk strategy and matchups. If you want to learn more about the deck in general, you can watch my video that I released on Gyarados EX yesterday. The link will be in the description below. The general idea of this deck is to force the opponent to knock out 2 single prize Pokemon while you set up Gyarados and then sweep with Gyarados EX. You'll often hear me refer to this as going 1-1-2, and what that means is forcing your opponent to take 1 prize, and then 2 prizes, right? That makes them take 4 prizes in order to win the game. You only need to take 3 prizes in order to win a game, but if the last Pokemon that your opponent knocks out is a Pokemon EX, then you have effectively forced them to take a 4th prize card. And that is the best way to win any game on the Pokemon trading card game Pocket. There are 2 ways to force a 4-prize game. You can either force a 4-prize game by going 2-2, which many decks do, like Mewtwo EX and the Celebi EX decks. They will usually just force you to go through 2 of their big basic EX Pokemon in order to win, which is also a 4-prize game. But not Gyarados. Gyarados plays the game a little bit differently because it is a massive Pokemon that you're trying to sweep with at the end of the game, and you usually need as much time as possible in order to set it up. And that is where my dude Chatot comes in. Chatot is a perfect partner for the Gyarados deck because it plays into that 1-1-2 strategy and can allow you to draw through your deck as you set up your Gyarados behind it. And the downside of sacking an energy on your Chatot can be made up for by playing Misty later. All you have to do is flip 1 heads on Misty and you've made up that energy attachment. Chatot won me countless games during the Emblem event and allowed me to copy some massive hands with its Mimic attack. There were times where I felt like I had my entire deck in my hand at the end of the game, and my Gyarados EX was just invincible, all because I had Chatot. Chatot was a lifesaver to get out of dead hands, but it's also really good to help you find specific cards that you need for individual matchups, like your one of Giovanni or your one of Sabrina. There are some matchups, like the Mewtwo EX matchup, where I know I'll need that Sabrina and Giovanni in order to win the game. Giovanni helps you to 1-hit KO Mewtwo EX, and Sabrina can allow you to push around a second Mewtwo EX in order to take the win. And Chatot can help you dig through your deck until you end up finding them, which is really nice. The other 2 single prize Pokemon are Lapras and Vaporeon, which are both beefy and can have water energy moved off of them, and 2 Gyarados with Vaporeon's wash-out ability. Both of them also have a retreat cost of 2, which means that they can pivot out of the active spot easily with Leaf. In almost every matchup, you'll end up using a combination of Chatot, Lapras, and Vaporeon to wall for 2 prizes until you build up your Gyarados and then win with Gyarados. The nice thing about Lapras is that it's just a big basic Pokemon that's tough to knock out in 1 hit. Most attackers are 2-hit KOing it early in the game, which gives you 2 turns to attach to your Gyarados. And then it can also attack in a pinch. If you've got enough energy in play, you can use Washout to move energy to it, and if it makes sense for you to go on the aggressive with a single prize Pokemon, Lapras can fulfill that need for you to help with your own prize trade. This situation usually comes up if both you and your opponent have a big one-hit KO Pokemon on the bench, but neither of you wants to bring that Pokemon into the active spot because you'll lose if you do. Lapras can help break those stalemate situations, and that's why I like it in the deck. The one weakness to forcing your opponent into a 1-1-2 prize trade is that they can sometimes play Sabrina at the end of the game to push your Gyarados out of the active spot and win by taking a knockout on a weak Pokemon. So it's your job to defend against that. And the best way to defend against that is to have big Pokemon on your bench, like Vaporeon or Lapras. But sometimes your opponent can knock them out too. So you need a second Gyarados EX. And that's why Vaporeon's washout ability is so powerful, because you can set up this monstrous board state at the end of the game where you have a Gyarados EX in the active and a Gyarados EX on the bench. And it doesn't matter if you don't have the energy to attack with a second Gyarados, because if your opponent uses Sabrina, you can promote that other Gyarados EX and then just use washout to move the energy onto the Gyarados and win the game that way. If you like all this talk about matchup routing and strategy, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check out my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim. It's where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. I'm also going to be streaming live here on YouTube soon on the Tricky Jim VODs YouTube channel. I may actually rename it to Tricky Jim Live. That's something that I've been thinking about since my live streams will also be on YouTube. So I'm going to be dual streaming, and my VODs will be very up to date as they will just go live as soon as the stream is done. Anyways, that's my segue into the gameplay section. Check out some of the highlights from my stream today, where I got 45 wins with Gyarados. And of course, let me know what you think of this deck in the comments below. If Pokemon TCG Pocket has you itching to dive deeper into physical collecting, then I've got the place for you. FullGripGames.com is the best place to buy and sell Pokemon trading card game singles. We've got a huge library to select from and great service to back it up. Full Grip also has an awesome selection of sealed product and fast shipping. Shopping at FullGripGames.com directly supports the content that I create here on Tricky Jim. So thank you so much for buying and selling at FullGripGames.com. I'm going to start streaming to the Tricky Jim VODs YouTube channel as well, so we're going to have dual streams starting like next week. Thank you, Mega Pugzilla, for that sub and the 13 months. Thanks for that Prime sub. I appreciate it. Like, Twitch is always going to be like the streaming home. Yo, I appreciate that, Colin. But it does seem like the best thing that I can do is diversify to just try and like keep up with the times. Kind of feels like it's just a necessary next step for me. I appreciate that. Yo, thanks for the kind words, Pugzilla. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the current stream meta is just a dual stream. It just is what it is. I feel like it's not something that I want to do, but it kind of just seems like it is the next thing to do. But I'm not going to stream to the Tricky Jim main channel. I'm going to stream to the VOD channel. So, and maybe we'll even rename the VOD channel and we'll call it Tricky Jim Live on YouTube instead. Something like that. But oh yeah, Wonder Boy for sure. I mean, we got a little. It's a little niche here. That's what we've got. Yes, we've got our own little TCG niche, and that's okay. That's okay. Do you guys? Yeah, that's okay. That's just kind of what it is. It does streamline the VOD uploads. That's one of the things that I'm most excited about. All right, I think we win this one Yeah. I guess at most they can do 50 damage this next turn. I don't really care if I sack this Magikarp, huh? No, I really don't. Alright, we just keep it there. I don't think there's any way I get punished for that. No. Alright, cool. Pass. Yo, thanks, Xenu. Chicken Gym Live. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Pugzilla, I am really excited about the new studio space. It's gonna be incredible. But it is it is just kind of a waiting game with, you know, they're putting the drop ceiling in, and then they gotta put the floor in, and they gotta finish a couple drywall things. That's kind of what's going on with it. So we're kind of just, you know, playing tag with the contractors and you know, just kind of waiting for them to get their job done. My original estimate was, I mean, like 2 weeks ago, the engineer behind the project, the building engineer behind the project, told me that it would be a couple more weeks. And now it's been a couple more weeks. I was only so that at that point when he said it was a couple more weeks, then I was like, cool, I'll move my studio home so that, you know, because it's only going to be a couple of weeks, and then I'll move in. It's looking like it's been a little longer than that, but that's okay. Am I going to name my studio and do a ribbon cut in? I don't think so. Wasn't planning on that anyways. But you know, now that you say it, it's probably just the Tricky Gym Studio, I guess. Alright, what if my opponent... Because I discarded my own energy. Oh, but I've got the energy on Vaporeon, so we're fine. I was going to say, what if they bring up, like, Mew, and then they copy my Rampaging Whirlpool, and then they discard my energy? Yeah, I always add some more time to my expectations. Exactly, which is fine. And I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed, like, in it taking a little bit more time. It's going to be awesome when it's done. I just know projects like this, they take time, right? So it is a project that is of a huge scope. I was thinking about going and checking in on it today. But honestly, now that it's almost Christmas, I expect nothing to get done. That's kind of the deal, right? Is like, if it's not done by this Friday, it sure as heck is not happening next week. And you know what? It's probably not happening the week after that either, because then that's New Year's. So like right now, I don't expect any work to get done for the next 2 weeks. Why do you think we're all here right now? Precisely, but y'all are here every day anyway. You don't need an excuse to not work and be here. As if you guys need an excuse to... As if you guys need an excuse to be distracted from work. Don't play with me. Ah, yeah, this deck's broken. Ain't got nothing to do today. That's what's up. Let's get the 45 wins quickly. Honestly, 22-6, that's kind of hot. It's kind of hot. What do you guys predict that our final record's going to be once we get to 45? You think we can go like 45? 45 and 10 would look real nice, but there's no shot. I mean, that would be like insane. $45 and 15 is probably more likely. Okay. So our hand here stinks. And I'm going second, so we're just going to mimic. Oh yeah, we're just going straight Gyarados the whole time. Literally the list I posted yesterday. Now that's, you know, we found the Giovanni. Natalie, thank you. 0-45 unless I play Blaine's. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. Okay. They've got a 3-card hand again. Oh, it feels so bad to throw this Giovanni away. So we start doing the math. All right, so say they attach, right? I think 10 cards. I'm only getting 3. What am I even looking for? A Misty and then to flip a heads? I think I just pass. Right, and it's like you kind of just think it out. You're like, all right, I've already found the Giovanni. That's the one card I need for this matchup, right? You know, 5-Star Man asks, can you see my Pikachu deck when I get a chance? Yeah, 5-Star Man, I actually have already posted it on YouTube. When the set was first revealed, it's the, it is the updated deck list video I posted on YouTube. It's basically, you play Dedenne, and you play Surge, and you play Raichu. Yeah, it's like 2 Pikachu EX. Oh yeah, see, holding was broken here. Patience. See, but if I had not found my Giovanni yet, I would have been re-rolling my hand every single turn to go find the Giovanni. That's why Chatot's so freaking broken, right? Like, no other card in the game gives you that option. No other card. Where it's just like, reset. Okay, here's my Giovanni. And then boom, right? Because I'm only playing one Giovanni, but having the Chatot gives you some ability to help you find it. You can't pull the energy off the Chatot. That's the one downside. You can only move water energy from water Pokemon with Vaporeon. All right, so they now have Mew. The problem is if I bring up Gyarados and swing and discard from myself, and then they bring up Mew and swing and discard from me, then I lose. So I think I just hold. I wait for them to take the first knockout. That would be so unlucky. I know, but like, that would be unlucky, but that is a realistic thing that can occur. So I think I need one more energy in play, right? I need one more energy in play so that that cannot happen. No, we just wait one turn. What are they doing? Because so long as I go up with 5 energy on Gyarados, I just win. And now that I have Sabrina in my hand, like, that's fine, right? Okay. And I think they're just putting an extra energy into play so that I have a higher chance of not discarding off one of their guys. I discarded for myself, but it doesn't matter. And then, right, they have to send up Mewtwo. Because they can't send up Mew. Because it's an auto KO, right? Maybe I'm tripping. I've honestly had a pretty crazy matchup. Red card, but they promoted Mew. They would have to go red card Mewtwo. But almost nobody's playing red card anymore because all the hot new cards came out and everybody wants to play those instead. But yes, the play here is to go red card Mewtwo. And that's game. thing, bruh. That's what I'm saying. Red card's garbage. Nobody's playing it. That's crazy. Dude, we're just waxing people left and right with the Gyarados deck. This is the best deck in the format. This is like the one situation you never... Oh my god, I opened Magikarp instead of Lapras. I was like, I'm gonna be cute. I'm gonna be cute and I'm gonna leap out into whoever I want. God! Frick! Yeah, appreciate that Prime sub, Aaron Wolf. Thank you for the support. Usually, but I guess if I'm going first, I should always just open Lapras, because I'm not going to be leaping out early. Ah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh no, they're going to knock me out with Zapdos. We're not fine. Everything's bad. No. I know, that's so sick, Parabender. I know. Akihabara was incredible. I appreciate it, P-Boy Floyd. Thank you so much for that Prime sub in the 51 months. Thank you, thank you. I am at home right now, yes, because there is a studio renovation happening for me at the shop right now. I'll be back soon. I mean, we'll see how long it takes, but there's no like heating in my current studio. In my old studio, there's no heating, so it's like way too cold. And then there's also a ton of noise because there's construction happening on my new studio, which is right next to it. So it's just a situation where it's not really worth... Oh, I might lose this one. Yeah, I really need that Misty Hits. It's not really worth... Oh, boy. Does that increase my odds of winning by going Chatot, or decrease my odds of winning? Alright, I think it's correct to leaf and retreat into Vaporeon. Because that technically gives me one more turn. Okay. Well, unless they Sabrina, of course. But then I send them the Vaporeon again. Well... But then I need to find another leaf. It's fine. We're just, you know, it just is what it is. We're here. Yeah, that's so cool, Parabender. Akihabara was incredible to visit and tour around. You know, obviously there's a language barrier there for us. But, you know, we made our way through the shops and did a lot of shopping and that kind of stuff, which was a lot of fun. There's no way you got the Geo for the knockout. No, they don't. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, Haruya. Haruya too. Yeah, that was the one that was like our favorite, was Haruya. We were able to like use the computers and we're able to like find cards from their inventory that we needed. And I was working on completing my master set of 151 from Japan, so I was able to pick up a bunch of cards we needed from there. All right, I think we just... No, I mean, they could... Well, if I discard from the benched Pikachu and they don't have Sabrina... All right, that's actually huge, because that gives me +1 turn to find my... If I discard off the bench Pikachu, I win. No, we discarded off the active Pikachu. All right, so now if they use Sabrina... Then I have to send up Vaporeon, and then I need to top deck my second leaf. That's fine, though. So they swing into Vaporeon. If they go... I could also top deck a Misty and hit it. If I hit one energy on the Misty. Oh, they're going to try and go for Paralysis for win. That's a fun win con. Because they're a little short. Okay, so we need them to flip a Tails here. They flip a Heads, they just win. Okay. And I need to top deck. Not that. Okay. So I need to... Oh, I win! What the heck, dude? This could not have been correct. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yo, another one for the dub column. Honestly, like, kind of however we finish up here is probably going to be cool in my book. I expect we'll probably finish somewhere in the 70% ballpark, which is fine. I mean, that's 7 out of 10 games you're winning. Like, with all the randomness that comes with 45 games played. Yeah. So, like, that's fine. There's a lot of randomness involved, obviously. When you go into 45 games played, like, there's going to be a lot of RNG. Dang, Tail. Let me go Geo knock out your guy. Dang it, dude. The one time Geo had a chance to be cool. And now I'm gonna, like, lose. Because you're gonna evolve into Blaine and just... Oh my god. You're gonna evolve into Blaine and just sack me. You're gonna evolve in Ninetales Blaine. Haha. Nice playing, you idiot. I know, dude. It's because you flipped heads on Tail Whip, and I could have gone Giovanni Knockout. But no. I have this hand full of cards and no basics. If you're slow rolling me on the Blaine, I'm so livid if you're slow rolling me on this Blaine. Come on, baby. Okay. It's not feeling great. Yeah, whatever, man. Do you have a way to do 10 damage next turn? I don't think you do. Alright, this is fine. I'm just gonna go Misty Heads. No, I go Geo, knock out the Ninetales. Oh, yeah. Easy. Oh, yeah, easiest dub of my life. Okay, here we go. Chatot. I don't even need you. Giovanni. Energy. Oh, I guess I benched the Chatot, huh? Okay, fine. Hydro Pump. 50 with weakness, knockout. Alright. Hanging on for dear life here. Yeah. A little bit sketchy. Be wonderful if I could get an Eevee top deck. You know, this 3 energy is here. 3 tails. Flip 3 tails. Flip 3 tails. All right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Eevee top deck. Money. We just threaten win. They're going to have to pivot. Because I got the 4 energy. Yeah. All right. No way they got a way to do 10 damage. No shot. Lapras is kind of doing it right now. That's for sure. Thank you, Scotty Senses, with the Prime sub. Appreciate you, Scotty Senses. Thank you so much for the supports. Three tails, three tails, three tails. Okay, 1. That's pretty good still. So they're going on to the Arcanine. So if I hit Arcanine for... What happens if Arcanine knocks itself out? Yeah, it's Sabrina and Count on Misty, that is it. What happens if Arcanine knocks itself out? Is it actually a tie? Because that's the situation we're setting up. I do 110 here, right? Yeah. See, if this was just the correct... If this was the correct Eevee, then we just win. It's gotta be the other Eevees, dude. Right, it's either Eevee or Misty. Right. Who do we trust more? Let's go. What if they potion? See, if we just played the correct Eevee, we win. This is horrible. Alright, so a tie is neither a win nor a loss. So that's fine. Oh, yes! Coward! Yes! All right. Sabrina? Well, you can't attack. Well, if they flip 2 to 3 heads, it gets really interesting. Okay, because they could go fresh. But I think they've already used... Oh, no, they're kind of showing me that they do not have the fresh Arcanine. So instead, we just evolve here and pass. And then we just should win. Because they've used both their Sabrinas, yep. So now it's just game over, we win. Dude, you gotta allow your opponent to misplay. You have to. You have to give them space to throw you the ball. You have to give them space to throw an interception. We got flames spurting out of our deck right now. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Dallas for sure. Research. Energy. I feel like hit and run into Chatot's okay. Yeah. Never been a better time to go with the tot. Oh, yeah, and you're dead drawing? Bro. Now that I've got Gary, though, I think... And I've got Sabrina in hand. I'll just put you on the 2-turn clock. Choo! It's a Mew deck. With water energy. Alright, it's probably a Gyarados deck. With a Mew, more like. You know it's bad when my opponent's got like a 6-card hand and I've got like a 3-card hand, but I'm holding. The Chatot's definitely been really nice. It's just a fun card to play with, too. Yup. Well, now. That's fine. That's I think that's enough energy. I know, Misty really coming in here in the real twilight hours. Game? And that's it. That's all, folks. 45 wins right here. Your 45 win emblem haver has arrived. Under 5 hours for the stream as well. 70% win-loss ratio. The gas. The absolute gas. There we go. 45 fat dubs. New emblem achieved. 70.3% win percentage. That's right. I would like to edit my emblem now, please. This is the win streak one. Which one's this one? We'll put this one in. Wait a minute. Okay. This one. Then this one. Then this one. Oh, they match. That's nice. That's pretty. Oh, yeah. Swag. 45 and 19. We got there. Emblem achieved. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me today while we chased the newest Emblem. I've just played the entire time. I played the new Gyarados deck from my YouTube video that I released yesterday. That's how we did it. I'm happy with the result, honestly. I feel like I probably paced myself stronger this time than I did last time, so we'll see. Now that I'm keeping track of my record during these Emblem events, though, I'll be able to look back and say, like, okay, I did better this time or I did worse this time. I do plan on streaming next week, at least not Christmas Day, but the other days I'm planning on streaming. All right, y'all. That's it. Thank you all so much for the love today. Merry Christmas. I'll be back on Monday. See ya.